Hello, Klaus here, and welcome back to yet another video here at the channel. In today's video, we are going to compare the Blackmagic Production Camera 4K with the Blackmagic Cinema Camera 6K full frame, or it's also similar to the newly announced Pixis because it is the same sensor, same camera, more or less, with some different quirks, but the sensor and image quality are exactly the same. So in this video, we're going to compare this with the production 4K camera. The production 4K camera were announced in 2014 by Blackmagic. It came in a EF mount and like this, and compared to the other cameras Blackmagic have done over the years, the production camera is the only Blackmagic camera that has a global shutter, meaning that you are not going to have any rolling shutter issues with this camera. You can do like this and you're not going to have all these vertical lines in your footage, and that is really very seldom that you have this in a camera. So, and at that price it was really amazing. The camera had 12 stops of dynamic range compared to the 13 stops of dynamic range on the full frame. So in this video we are just going to do some comparison to these two cameras here, see how they are image wise, and it's not going to be like a very tech specific comparison. It's just going to be a very simple one, but we're going to shoot with some different lenses and some different stuff with these two cameras, and I'm going to talk to you along the way as well. So that is what we're going to have in this video. So without further ado, let's jump out and let's start to do the tests. So first off, we went outside doing a rolling shutter test, which is kind of stupid on the production camera since it has a global shutter. But anyway, we did that, and here we're doing the same shot on the full frame cinema camera 6K, and the rolling shutter is definitely an issue on that camera, an issue that can actually be fixed using the gyro stabilization data, just so you know. For the next shot, we just did a super simple pan shot just to show you the field of view on the camera and how that look. And then I did the exact same shot yet again, but this time on the open gate 6K full frame camera, and here I did do a crop in so it would match the other shot as well. So here you can see the difference of those two. After doing a couple of tests outside, we went into the studio doing a little simple setup using the Super Takamara a classic vintage lens, 50mm lens by the way, and kind of created this shot. So here we are on the production camera 4K in Cinema GNG, and this is the shot we got out of that camera, which I think it's a pretty nice, cool shot. For the next shot, we went for the full frame camera in open gate, as you see right here. So we are going to have way more of the scenery in the shot. For this shot here, we did the 6K shot, which are going to narrow down the shot just a little bit. And of course, we went in and did the 35mm sensor shot, and here cropped in to match the production camera. Then we just did a product shot like this here on the production camera 4K, and I think it's a lovely image. Of course, these are done in a studio environment, so you can easily control the lights, which in some cases could be hard using the old production camera. However, it still produces a pretty nice image in my opinion. So for the comparison shot, we just did the cinema camera 6K here in full open gate, and that is the shot we're having. So of course we have a lot more room. Here I'm just punching in on that clip here so we can see it a little better, And to show you that we have some space to work around and work with, which is kind of cool, then for the next shot I went into the 6K shot, just a regular 6K on that and how that looks. And even though this is not the full sensor, it still looks good. Here we're doing the 35mm sensor shot, which again, if we crop it in and we are trying to make it match with the original, is pretty darn cool. Anyway, this was just a quick look at the new cinema camera 6K full frame versus the production camera 4K. And there's no wrong or right camera, by the way. The camera you have in your tool bag is the right camera for you. However, the production camera is a very, very cool camera and can still be found around eBay. If you want this global shutter sensor, cool camera for studio work, that is a very, very good camera. However, it is lacking some of the features that the cinema camera 6K full frame have, but that's just the way it is with technology. It evolves over time, and the production camera is a pretty old camera by now. Anyway, I do hope you found this little video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it would help them out, and if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on this channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.